Welcome again to the Love and Peace Kitchen. Always happy to have you with us and always happy to give you a flower. Peace and love. And so today I really want to focus actually generally for the moment on very quick and easy dishes. And this recipe I've had for many years from a wonderful Indian woman whose name was Kiki. And these are the ingredients for today. I'm going to be using a tin of butter beans, 2 grated or liquidized tomatoes, ripe tomatoes, a teaspoon of ginger. Now this is frozen. It's a way you can keep ginger, and that because ginger is seasonal. So if you get bulk ginger, peel it and grate it, you can actually freeze it, but freeze it fairly thin and flat so that you can break it. I've got 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, some lovely red chili flakes. From my spice tin, I'm going to use cumin and coriander and turmeric. I have salt here, a teaspoon of sugar, and some ajmo. I know it by that name. It's actually to prevent flatulence. I'm going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. You probably find 1 tablespoon is sufficient. I get my stove going. I'm not using a big flame. I don't need a big flame. I'm using one of my Trigger Industry pots. These are fantastic pots. They come in a set of 3. So this is a very neat little pot for a small amount of food. We've got a very nice medium-sized pot. This one here. And of course the larger one, which is just fantastic for making large dishes when you have lots of people. So I'm going to add to this my ajmo. We don't need much, just like a quarter teaspoon, half a teaspoon of ajmo. It has a strong flavor and you don't want it to dominate the dish. A pinch of hingh, a pinch of nice red chili flakes. You can use fresh chili by all means, no problem. And we're going to add a little, half a teaspoon of cumin, just a quarter teaspoon of coriander, and of course our beautiful aromatic curry leaf. So you can use 1 or 2 strands. This has a lot of leaves on it, so it's more than sufficient for this dish. And I'm going to add my ginger and give that a little stir around. Already the aromas are starting to emerge from this. So just a little bit of cooking, not too much. You don't want to burn your spices, they'll turn bitter. So you've got your mixture here, to which you add your 2 grated tomatoes, a teaspoon of sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to let that cook away. It needs a good 15-20 minutes of cooking to get to the right consistency so that all the flavors are integrated. And so in the meantime, whilst that's cooking, I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight into vegetarianism. This is something from Pythagoras. "O my fellow men, do not defile your bodies with sinful foods. We have corn, we have apples bending down the branches with their weight, and grapes swelling on the vines. there are sweet-flavored herbs and vegetables which can be cooked and softened over the fire. Nor are you denied milk or thyme-scented honey. The earth affords a lavish supply of riches of innocent foods and offers you banquets that involve no bloodshed or slaughter. Only beasts satisfy their hunger with flesh, and not even all of those, because horses, cattle, and sheep live on grass. So that hopefully, I think in this time when there's a new consciousness taking place, where people are having to become more introspective and really emerge better qualities within themselves, really have some kind of deep reflection as to who they are, what their qualities are, how to live with others in harmony. One of the aspects that really contributes to that is vegetarianism, because it doesn't involve any form of violence. So this gentle lifestyle really can facilitate your unlocking of all your treasures. I'm going to add to the tomato half a teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric has lots of good properties, cleansing properties. So there we have it, our base for the butter beans. And once that is cooked, we can add our butter beans. So here you can see we have a lovely mixture ready for the butter beans. And I don't even drain the butter beans. I actually add the liquid as well, which is the way Kikiben did it, whether it's right or wrong. I do have a friend who's a very good cook, and that is Marika. And she would, I think, definitely drain the liquid off. But in this case, I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave the liquid in and give that a stir and bring that to a nice heat. So the butter beans are heated through, and then it's ready to serve. Once again, you can serve it with rice, really very good, with a nice basmati rice. You could serve it with pasta even, with polenta, grain of your choice. Potatoes, delicious with potatoes.